Hey guys, welcome back to Crypto Kingdom 78. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. Check out my other videos on hot tokens and catching tokens early. That's the whole point of my channel here. I don't give financial advice. I just show some tokens that I own. Currently between 81 and 83 different tokens. And prices are going up. So that's a good thing. So I'm looking at one right now. A viewer reminded me today on Twitter about MContent. I have it on my list actually because I've got about 12 or 14 more videos to do. It was further down, but not only was it a good idea to do it today, he reminded me, to check it out, not to do a video. So I told him I'd make a video on it. So this one here, I believe, in my opinion, could be one that could be worth a penny at some point. Why that is just this token is a little bit different than everything else. You'll have to go to mcontent.net and read about it. It's basically one of the first digital content marketplaces that aims to build a collaborative. It's aimed to build a collaborative ecosystem. The core purpose of seed funding, incubating and curating filmmakers and content producers around the world. This would mean basically it would give them financing. There's a lot of people out there that want to, be like Hollywood, but they don't have the funds to do it, the resources. So even when you read the about on their website, the platform will create direct financing and investments for deserving content creators, film professionals, and media artists who have the talent but not the resources, giving them access to global investors as well as global audience. So it's like a seed funding token, as well as having other things like a normal token you'd see on BEP blockchain, BSC scan. Read the white paper. It's pretty good. I own 1 trillion tokens plus interest. I checked to see what I had. I own 1 trillion tokens. I'm showing it now because I believe, even though my channel is not financial advice, you can see from the other videos, I'm real good at picking these out, like real good. I had real good in the sense of I felt before that I would have 3 or 4 hit $1 million probably within the next year. I mean, $1 million worth of profit each. I believe I still have 3 or 4. This one, I don't know how long it will take. There's only 12,600, I believe. We'll take a look at it. 12,600 holders. So plenty of room to grow. Right now, if you're interested in picking up 1 trillion, I would suggest anybody that has the money buy 1 trillion of this. This is the type of token that could change your life forever when it gets down to 6 zeros 5, or just do the math with 6 zeros in the price. With 1 trillion, you can start making some serious money. 5 zeros, of course, you're in the millions of dollars. It's at 90777, 90775, 90, somewhere in that range. And based on the graph, it seems to be a real good time to pick it up. I believe I picked it up more like 82. 9 zeros, which is fine because like I said before in my other videos, I'm not buying them to, wait for a few months and then flip them for a few $100s. I'm waiting for the $1 million plus ones. So that's what I'm doing personally. You have to read the white website here. Read the white paper. They have an app that's in both the Google Play and the App Store. It's the beta version, but it's okay. I mean, it's not, some of this stuff is not related just to the token. So there's the about section. It does pay a reflection just from holding it, which is nice as well. There's a lot of the El Salvador stuff on here because El Salvador wants to have currency just in crypto basically at this point. So MContent is producing the documentary on this. That's why there's a video on the website. I won't play it, but when you go to the website, just play the video and watch it. It premiering September 20th. So I think it's out like in full. I haven't watched the whole. I'm not sure where you go to watch the whole thing. I watched like the 2-minute video on it. So the revolution is by creating scalability, mass adoption, and crowdfunding using the power of fintech and blockchain. Like, I understand it quite well. I just want everybody to read it that watches the video. I don't want to read this like I'm teaching a class here. my idea of the video is to show you that MContent exists. And I believe for 99.99% of you, you won't know what this is, being that there's 12,500 holders. I'm also showing it because I put it right up there in the top 5%. I get a lot of messages asking, what are my picks? What do I think are going to be huge? The dog tokens can only go so far. This is a real company with a real, I don't know what the word is, but this is, not just a dog token, burning tokens. This actually has a full team of grown adults behind it. I doubt there'd be a rug pull with this project. There's a lot of people in here that do other things. Like they're not just kids that they're in their basement creating a token to boost it up and then rug pull it and just shut it down, take your money. I don't think so. Everybody's listed right on the website as well. Like it's real nice. They have an NFT section coming. There's a lot of reading to do on here, and I don't want to read it all. Grab your contract address. Just use PancakeSwap or whatever. You can buy it on Bitmart as well. It's up to you guys. I just like the project. I kind of get overwhelmed when I'm on the website. Yeah, it's 10% tax, so it's 5.4, and then 1 at the bottom is the redistribution to all the holders. 3.7 quadrillion. They started with 10 quadrillion, and then the total supply burnt is 3.7. I don't know if they have a CertTech or any audit yet. The roadmap right here, everything in June's done. I think I bought it in July or August. Probably closer to July, but it doesn't matter. Everything in quarter 3 2021 is done. If you go through this, it's going to be new to a lot of you because there's not really another token out here like this. It's a little bit different. I know there's ones trying to be in the future, but I get overwhelmed when I look at this. It just seems too good to be true. Almost not too good to be true, but I feel like I'm real early. I mean, I never think anything's too good to be true, but too good to be true in the sense that my brain's saying, wait a minute, 90772. Can I really own $1 trillion of this for $770? This could be worth $5 million. $1 trillion to me could be worth $5 million at one point. I'm not saying how fast that's going to be, but quarter 1 2022, the payment gateway expansion, NFT marketplace, global creators and buyers conference. There's a lot of stuff going to go on here. It's not just a token. It's got to do with filming, making documentaries, movies. If you look at the team on here, the team consists of people from all over. It's not just, people from all over here. It's not just, a one race team. Everybody's from somewhere else, and doing a different position. So it's a full team. They have an office in the British Virgin Islands, and they actually list their address for their office. So come on, how many tokens, if if everybody realizes looking at all these websites, list an actual office on their website for a token, because this is a real business outside of just being a token. And I think anybody would be a fool not to pick any of this up if they have extra money. Yeah, these dog ones can go crazy. I own a whole bunch of them, so I'm not going to lie. Everybody's seen my wallet. But they can only go so far with not having products outside of that. The NFTs are going to be great, and the dog ones that have that, they'll be fine. But how many dog tokens can you actually keep creating every day when this is a one-of-a-kind type opportunity, a one-of-a-kind type business outside of being a token? I think this is really good. It's being overlooked. I think it just hasn't been promoted by anyone yet, to a large scale. I wish my channel was already more than a month and a week old or whatever, and I had 20,000 subscribers already or something big where I could really get this out there. On YouTube at least. I'm not good at Twitter. I mean, my Twitter just gets followers just like my other personal Twitter, but that's another story. I'm on YouTube, and that's where I want to show these things. MContent, they have 14,500 on Twitter, so they have a good following. What really attracted me to this as well is when I looked at the BSC scan, for them to be doing usual days $1.3 million, $1.5 million, $2 million in volume, with 12,500 or 12,700, just somewhere in that range of holders. Just think about the other tokens, what kind of traffic of holders they need to have to do $1.5 million, $2 million a day consistently. They need a heck of a lot more than 12,000 and change. I can tell you that. I mean, SafeMoon I'm a huge fan of, but look at how slow SafeMoon gets at times with almost 3 million holders. They're only doing 6 million some days in 24 hours, and this can do 2 million with 12,000 holders plus, 12 to 13, let's call it 13, at worst best case scenario. 13,000 times 4 to get to the SafeMoon volume would only be, 52,000 holders. SafeMoon's got I haven't seen this thing at its full capacity. I think it's so new that I think we're real early. I don't care if the price was at 6 zeros still. I would say that we're early because this project, I don't know how many years it'll take or how long it'll take to evolve. And of course, I don't make long videos usually, but this seems crazy to me. Like, it just seems too good. I'm not saying it's a scam. I just mean the price compared to what this project is and what it could end up at. I'm all over it. I don't know if I'm going to buy more or not. I'm happy with owning 1 trillion. It cost me around $800 and something US originally. I'm just saying, if you have extra money, don't overlook this one. This could be a monster, like an absolute monster, in the sense that you started with this much money and you ended up with this. If you're willing to wait, if you're looking for a 2-month, go up pump and dump type thing, 800%, it's not going to happen, I don't think, because we got to get the users in at a pace and we have to get more people knowing about it. But I think long term, I don't know, maybe 2 to 3 years, I would guess. I think I might get bored at 3 years if nothing happens, but that's not my control. That's up to this team's control running this token. But I would give this until 2024, 2025. If that didn't make you a millionaire by owning 1 trillion by then there's something wrong with this development team, because the idea is phenomenal. Like, you got to read the white paper and you got to read everything. Spend an hour of your time. It might pay off for a small investment now in the future. And I'm not saying you have to become a millionaire from this. Buy $100 worth if that's what you feel comfortable with. I'm saying you should buy something of this. And I don't give financial advice ever, but this is one that you shouldn't overlook, because everybody's sidetracked with dog tokens, right? Because that's what's in right now. Anyways, this is a real company, a real project. We can take a look at the price. Why I'm showing the video now also is kind of good that he messaged me today on Twitter. 90775, put your trillion tokens. I'm just using 1 trillion because that's what I would buy if I saw this and go, whoa, he's right. Like, this is real good. That puts your trillion at around 775 plus a few bucks for fees in that. BSC scan's a lot more reasonable than Ether. But you can see on the graph, it's been 2.5 to almost 3. Well, let's just say comfortably at 20, it's been 3 times. If you get to the 20 there with 8 zeros, it's triple more than what it is now. So it's been at 2,500, let's say, or 2,200, 2,100, somewhere in there with fees for the same trillion. So I would say you're starting off in a good position compared to where it was in August. This is just common graph reading, common sense, watching this graph. So I would say if I was going to buy it, other than getting it, before it spiked and then came down and spiked it again, this would be a good time, other than when it came down here. I'm not sure what happened the first week of September in the red there. I don't know. I wasn't paying. I have too many tokens to zoom in on one all the time. But this is the one that I'm going to pay attention to as well. Like, I'm glad you reminded me today on Twitter, so thanks for that. I don't want to say, the user ID, just keep it private. Again, the BSC scan, so it's 12,271. But I'm more impressed, like I said, with the volume that it does. Now, if you check the holders out, you can see most people on the first page, for something new, and then a lot of people don't know it, have spent, in the top 50, if you want to be on the first page of this, like if you want to be considered a whale holder of this, you're going to have to spend $13,145 US. And it really spans out to the top 100, even on the second page, you're going to have to just be still about half of that, over 5,500, 5,600 US, which is 65 approximately, 6,800 Canadian, just depending on that exchange rate. My personal goal would be, I own the 1 trillion. I don't know I'm happy with the 1 trillion. I think if I keep watching it, I'm happy with it. I might even pick it up later at a higher price. I don't know. It just depends on the progress. So again, this was MContent. If you're new to my channel, it's Crypto Kingdom 78. If you want to know about me, look at the video at the start. Yeah, I seem like a very, blunt person. That's I'm just straight to the point. I don't like these other channels with kids reading the screen. I think they're just useless channels that have 30,000 subscribers telling you the same news off the... I'm finding these tokens to show people that can actually make you rich, not just a dream of being rich. Watch my other videos. I'm telling you, I put 4 up there, and the people that bought them from my videos can vouch that I know what I'm doing. And just check my holdings. My wallet started with 8 tokens, and I have 83 now. And let's just put it this way: I never put any more money in after 8. And I didn't make money, and I'm not including making money on Ethereum and Bitcoin. I never held Ethereum and Bitcoin long enough. They bored me too much with their going up 1,000, coming down 1,000. They bored me too much. I am someone that likes to buy the 9, 10, 11 zeros, mostly tokens. So again, if you're new to my channel, I hope you enjoy the other videos. I try to get straight to the point. I try to let people know who I am. I have money outside of this in real life. This is not money that I don't care to lose. So again, if you're going to invest in anything on here, do your own research. Buy what you feel comfortable with. I know there's probably people out there with more money than me too that are watching the videos. That's cool. It's fine with me. Same thing. You still got to be careful. Nobody wants to lose money here. I have the money to lose, but I don't want to lose, and I've been doing quite well. So diversity is the key to my channel, and we'll see you guys in the next video. I'm not going to make these too long.